Hey y'all, welcome to my channel, Divinely Transformed. My name is Lisa, and whether you're new or returning, I'm glad that you're here. So, I totally forgot about Saturn retrograde. I realized yesterday that we're in Saturn retrograde. I missed it. I'm sorry, y'all. I've been busy. So, I have not been keeping up with current astrology. So that's how I missed it. So this is very important, and I have a download about this before I start with the reading. And the reading's not going to be very long. I don't really have time to do a long reading, but for the astrological events and the moon phases and whatever, I usually have a reading with it. So I'll have a little reading with it. But the download that I got is the reason why karma is going where it belongs and the blessings are going where they belong at this time is because Saturn is in retrograde right now. So when Saturn goes into retrograde, that's when the distribution happens. Saturn retrograde started June 4th, and it lasts until October 23rd of this year. So from June 4th until October 23rd, there are lots of major karmic shifts occurring. Now's the time. All spells are broken. And the truth is out. And many people are going to be learning from the mistakes of their pasts, including people, places, things, behaviors, mindsets. And they're going to be making new choices and moving forward victoriously. Many people will be cutting off karmic cycles, while others, and the others are more than the many. There's a lot of people that are getting blessings, but there are many more people than that are getting karma in this season. And it's karma for the poor choices that a person has made from the time of the last Saturn retrograde. When was the last Saturn retrograde? I don't know. I'm going to pause this and I will be right back. Last year, Saturn went into retrograde on May 23rd, 2021. And it lasted until October 11th of 2021. So, all the bullshit that was done from October of 2021 and on, this is the reaping season for that. So, karmics, think of all the mistakes that, or all the decisions. I'm sorry. Think of all of the decisions that you have made going back to October 2021. And you can expect to get paid back for every poor decision you have made since then. And for some of you, before that, because there's something about grandfathered energy, and I don't really know what that means, except that previous cycles are being tacked on for some karmics. If this has been a repeated karmic cycle for many years. And that karmic payout will be much more severe and much more intense, obviously, because it's not just karma for the past year, but it's karma for all of the past years combined that are catching up with you. So if you have been forcing a repeated karmic loop for, let's say, 10 years, you're getting 11 years worth of karma, is what I'm saying. Not just this 1 year, but 11 years worth. Because it's part of the judgment upon you. In order for you karmics to learn y'all's lessons. And this is collectively. This isn't any one person. This is the collective of karmics and the collective of chosen, or others. We'll call them others because it's other people who have done the work. You know, they don't necessarily have to be chosen to be doing the work. So that's why we'll just call them others. And they're getting blessings right now. And I can tell you that I've been receiving many blessings, just especially in the last 2 days, with happiness, with energy. This morning, my landlord texted me, and basically, long story short, he offered me a new apartment that is nicer, that it's smaller than the apartment that I had before, but it was too big for me. I didn't need a 2-bedroom apartment for myself. This is a 1-bedroom. It is closer to my work. It's closer to the store. The rent's cheaper. And it has a washer and dryer. I don't have to walk with my laundry on my back anymore to my mom's or the laundromat anymore. Yeah. So, and I'm getting a new bed, and my old bed paid off. And this all just occurred today. Like, it's not like happening obviously all in one day, but I'm just saying the offer came today. And I accepted. Of course. I'm excited. So, if you're not getting blessings right now, then you're on the other side of the fence. And you have to think about why. Because it is because of the mistakes that have been made to get you there. They really have to be examined if you really want your life to be better in any way. And I am speaking to anybody who is not happy and attracting blessings right now. If you're attracting anything but that, then you are reaping your karma. And that means that you don't get to be the victim. It means you're getting what you deserve. And it will suck. I do empathize with your situation, and I don't envy it any. Because I was at one time on that end too. I'll never forget where I came from. But I'll never go back either. Never. And doing whatever it takes is healing and being happy and high vibrational and being appreciative of your life and being grateful of everything that you have. Or your life doesn't get any better. Period. It just doesn't. So, that is why all of these sudden radical shifts are occurring. That is why these readings are so assured here. Now, granted, it doesn't supersede people's free will, these astrological events, but these astrological events are so powerful that they inspire many to just go with the energies. For better or for worse. So, that's really exciting stuff. And I do apologize once again that, I didn't keep up with, the current astrology. And, I'm 4 days into it, and I'm finally realizing what is happening. Why the massive shift. Because this is massive. I already said my prayers, and I've shuffled off camera. I am going to do a very short Saturn retrograde reading. It's whatever they want us to know. Well, there's definitely two There's a bunch of stuff going on here. Hold on. So the first card is the Nine of Pentacles. The Nine of Earth in this card. Enjoying life's little luxuries, spending quiet time alone, successful self-employment. So it's like someone's single and they're spending lots of quiet time alone. They're enjoying life's luxuries. They're very successful. And then there's a return. Eight of Cups in the reverse. Someone wants to come back. The next card out is Justice in the reverse. Unfairness. Libran energy. And clarifying, the Justice is the release. So, the release is the Death card, which is Scorpio. So, there could be a Scorpio letting go of a Libra, and this could be anywhere in her chart. Scorpio could just be, you know, the Tower, right? Scorpio and your Pluto, or, you know, it could just be anywhere in your chart. But there is someone that is ending a situation because they've spiritually transformed, and they're moving on here. They know it's time to move on because this release here says time to move on. They're ending a situation here. With someone who was very unfair and unbalanced here. Someone who created injustice within the situation. This could be within any kind of relationship. So, there's many people in the collective, many someones in the collective that are just letting go of all of the unfair situations in their lives. Relationships with others. The next card out we have is the Seven of Earth, which is the Seven of Pentacles. So, whoever this single and abundant energy is in this Nine of Pentacles energy, they've made good investments here. And shit hasn't been very fair. Now's the time to make things fair. Because there was a pause in blessings for someone in a Nine of Pentacles energy. Independent and single and abundant. They could have been worrying a little bit too, but it was unnecessary. Just took some time. Clarifying the Seven of Pentacles is the Two of Air, because there's been a pause for some of you. It could have been a pause for 7 days, 7 months, 7 years. Take it how it resonates for you. For me, it was 7 months. Two of Swords. there was a pause because the person that is releasing a situation that is returning was being unable or unwilling to make a decision. A stalemate. Pretending there's no problem. That's why there was that pause. That's why there was that delay. That was why there was that time here in between. But the worry was unnecessary because this person's returning and letting go of the unfairness that exists between you to make things fair and balanced here with the Six of Pentacles here. This is gifts of money, time, or effort, new career opportunities, receiving loans, paying off debts. This is reciprocity. This is reciprocal relationships and all kinds of gifts, money, time, effort, people wanting to help you, people giving you offers, just all kinds of new opportunities, 3D opportunities. This is awesome. Major arcanas we have on the board so far is Libra and Scorpio. We have the 9th house of Sagittarius on here, which is the house of higher learning. It's the house of spirituality, religion, long distance travel, expansion, philosophy, psychology, and universities. We have the 8th house of Scorpio here. There's been a transformation here. But there's also been all aspects of Scorpio going on here. It's not just the good things. It's all aspects. Like the bad things that, well, the lower aspects of Scorpio was what has kept this thing on pause by this indecision here. Right? Because we have one energy up here that's just spending quiet time alone, enjoying their abundance, enjoying work, enjoying, being independent here. And not only are you doing that, but you're making good investments. You're making good decisions. Planting seeds very well here. And now it's harvest time. So of all of what you've invested here, harvest time is now. Because it had been delayed before. It was supposed to be 7 days, 7 months, 7 years ago. Take it how it resonates for you. Or whatever. It doesn't even have to be 7. It could be like 2 months or 2 years ago. So 7 or 2. Or any of these numbers in this reading for these cards, which is 9, 8, 4, 7, 2, 6. So for any of that amount of time, days, weeks, or months, whatever the pause was, however long you had to wait, then you are spending that time worrying, your worry was unnecessary. Because harvest season's here, 6 of Pentacles. You're receiving all kinds of gifts, money, time, effort, new career opportunities, all kinds of reciprocal, balanced relationships coming in, people wanting to work with you, help you, whatever. Be around you. And especially one person in particular. Somebody that has Scorpio somewhere in their chart. Anywhere. That has now spiritually transformed. And this is someone who has left you behind, and now they're returning to your life. This is someone who ghosted you because they were unable or unwilling to make a decision. I think y'all are finding that they've made that decision now. This is about the fourth house of Cancer as well, which is unconditional love, safety, security, stability, dependability, and a peaceful home environment. It's also about the seventh house of Libra and partnerships. So this is about your relationships and bringing balance and fairness to them. This is about the second house of Taurus as well. Self-value, self-worth, the money that you make, your possessions, and how you feel about your body. And this is about the sixth house of Virgo. What you do every day, your reputation, and your physical health. So, at this time, if you are on the right side of karma, and definitely resonating with this reading, then your health is improving, your money is improving, and your relationships are improving, and your career is improving, and your home life is improving, your love life is improving, and your sex life is improving, because the eighth house of Scorpio rules sex. Your self-value and your self-worth, your self-esteem is improving, because your whole life is dramatically upgrading here. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Nine of Pentacles. This is the reading for Saturn retrograde, the theme. This is the whole theme of Saturn retrograde. King of Cups, Ten of Cups at the bottom of the deck, and the Four of Wands at the top of the deck. Yeah. Love and happiness. And stability, love, celebration, commitment, living together, future marriage, happiness within contentment in home and family. With a King of Cups, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio anywhere in their chart. Definitely someone in their feelings here. That's who's returning. King of Cups. And they want ultimate happiness and home and family with you. Love, stability, commitment, all of it. So, whoever's been spending quiet time alone, very independent, and single, you're about to have a lot of love in your home, and a lot of happiness in your home, and a lot of safety and security, stability and dependability and peace. Please clarify the Eight of Cups. Reversed. The High Priestess is in the reverse. And it's because this person's not keeping the secret anymore. This King of Cups has Pisces in their chart. They also have Taurus in their chart because the Hierophant came out too. However, the Hierophant did come out in the reverse because they're still legally married here. They have Taurus in their chart. But they want commitment with you, but they're working on this divorce so they can have that with you. So, yeah. Why is this Hierophant in the reverse? Yeah. Because they're getting their divorce here. Six of Wands in the reverse came out to clarify the Hierophant in the reverse. So, they love you. They want to be with you. But they can't quite completely commit to you because, you know, they still have a marriage, a karmic marriage to wrap up here. This High Priestess, please clarify the High Priestess. Why is the High Priestess in the reverse here? The Hermit in reverse. Yeah. They want to come out of forced isolation. They're tired of being lonely. And they're following their intuition. And they're revealing the secrets that they've been keeping. Which is, you know, how they've been wanting a divorce. They've been, you know, they have, you know, someone else that they, you know, are in love with and they want to return to here. And they're doing that here. The Hermit is Virgo energy and the High Priestess Pisces energy. They could have Virgo anywhere in their chart or in one of their houses. And if they don't have that in any of their planets or in any of their houses, whatever energy is in their sixth house is what attaches them to the Virgo energy. Like a tether. So they're in love and they're tired of the separation. And they're tired of not following their intuition. They're tired of, you know, the loneliness. And they're tired of the old karmic marriage and how it gave them nothing but failure and embarrassment and shame and maybe even public ridicule as well. Very interesting. Taurus, Pisces, Virgo. Anywhere in your chart or someone else's. Please clarify Justice in the reverse. Six of Pentacles in the reverse, which is unfair situations, which is overgiving, doing too much or not enough. Six of Pentacles is unequal give and take. Someone who gives too much, someone who takes too much. Six of Swords reversed with the Four of Cups reversed. So this karmic is definitely returning the Six of Swords in the reverse. Because they believe they're missing an opportunity here because they want to take. Six of Pentacles is in the reverse. They're needy, and they're really not going to stop. They're going to be trying everything and anything to con you back, suck you back in, make you feel bad for them, make you feel sorry for them, because they just want your money. That's the only reason why they've been with you all this time, and that's the only reason why they're still keeping on trying to return it. Because they're being so unfair. But it's because of their codependency. It's like, it is what this karmic is contracted to do. They're like the Energizer Bunny. They're going to keep coming back. They're going to keep going and going and going and going. You know. So, just keep that in mind. They will do and they will say anything to guilt you into returning for this money and stability. And it's very unfair. But it's their choices that have brought us to this crossroads here. They don't want to let go, but they have to. It's a requirement. But that's not going to stop them from trying. And they're going to keep trying to interfere with these divine unions if you give them the opportunity. So don't even give them the opportunity. Please clarify the release card, which is the Death card. Please clarify the Death card. Got Judgment. A bunch of other cards. Oh boy. Yeah. And someone's deciding to end the situation. Ten of Swords. That's silence. Because the Wheel of Fortune's in the reverse here. Because of the betrayal and the fact that a situation needs to end here, there's been a loss of opportunities, a loss of money, a loss of relationships, and someone getting held back in advancement and progress before. Is it? No. This is bad karma for the karmic here. For the betrayal. Wheel of Fortune in the reverse. That is divine judgment. And we have Emperors here. Seven of Cups. Contemplating. And then when they're done thinking, here's a Tower. More Scorpio energy. They're making something happen. And then when that Tower hits, the message is loud and clear. Four of Pentacles in reverse and the Ten of Wands in the reverse. Both cards of releasing. Letting go of burdens. all of a sudden, after a 7-year, 2-year period of contemplation, the tower comes for these karmics, and they're being released. And it's a huge load off. And who are they releasing? The karmic feminine, who has Aquarius in their chart somewhere. And it is the karmic feminine because at the bottom of the deck is the Queen of Swords in the reverse. It's like they're lying, creating all this theft and deception and manipulation to heal this connection. This, to heal this karmic marriage here. That's what they're doing. They're coming back with all kinds of lies to heal the connection just for money. Because right underneath the fucking Queen of Swords in the reverse is the Ace of Pentacles. That's all they want. And they will say anything in hopes of getting this Ace of Pentacles. I love you, I miss you, I've changed, I'm, whatever. But whatever it is, it's a lie because the Queen of Swords is in the reverse. And that would be a very foolish mistake to revisit the past. Because the past has nothing new for you. This Queen of Swords in the reverse, they have a public image to maintain here. And that's what they're trying to do. Do whatever it takes to win at all costs in order to maintain a public image. And that is the only reason why they're returning, is with whatever manipulations and lies to heal the marriage, to get back together, to make it work, because they want the money and the stability again. Nothing's changed when they return. Like, they're the same old shit. And they're only returning because they're scared that they can't make it on their own. But this is part of their lesson, their life lesson. They need to heal themselves, not this marriage. That's the point. And until this karmic stops projecting out and heal themselves, the Ace of Pentacles will be out of your reach until then. In order to truly receive that Ace of Pentacles that you want the right way, you're going to have to take that focus, karmic, and you're going to have to focus inward and heal your own self. And you're going to have to do the work to come out of that codependent energy. And you're going to have to do whatever it takes to make it out there on your own. For your own Ace of Pentacles. Because easy street is over. No more privilege lady. The privileges of your abundance and stability is gone. Karmics have to go out there and they have to go and work for their money. Honestly. And probably in a different job, a lower paying job, to work your way up. It's going to be long, it's going to be a struggle, but that is the only way to get your Ace of Pentacles. There's no quick fixes. You have to work for it. And when you don't, and when you try to obtain the Ace of Pentacles, that financial security and financial stability, when you try to pursue that, going the easy route, it's not lasting. It's not real. It's just, it doesn't make sense. It doesn't exist. Because we all, even if things do come easily to us, like, we're still expected to work for it. If we don't work for it and we obtain it through shady means, lying, theft, deception, trickery, manipulation, and spell work and all of that shit, you're not going to get what you want that way. You're just not. You're better off taking that focus outward, that wanting to heal the marriage so you can keep collecting the money. Take that focus and put it on yourself and heal all of those financial and emotional wounds that you have on the inside of you. Because getting them handouts isn't going to fix you. You're still going to be the problem. Because you're not healed. You need to heal yourself. So stop worrying about the public's perception of you. And really just focus on healing yourself. Or you can continue to go through the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse until it's unbearable. And then you'll probably, end up losing your life eventually because it'll be too much of a burden to withstand. I hope and pray that doesn't happen, but, the choice is up to each individual karmic that is watching. The longer you refuse to heal, the longer your life is going to be miserable. Healing yourself and doing what you need to do for you. Because when you're let go during this period, it's for a reason. It's for you to learn something. Saturn wants you to learn that money doesn't come easily. Most people work for their money, and they work hard for it. And the karmics that have not been working hard for their money, they're about to learn the value of hard work. That's what this is all about. That's all the universe wants from these karmics. To learn the value of hard work so they can appreciate what they have. Because it's the fact that they didn't appreciate what they have that got these karmics a little too comfortable in their situation. And whenever their situation, whenever their marriage became threatened, they just, hung on and, did all this extra shit with spell work and manipulation and fear tactics and threats and all kinds of shit. Karmics are also learning that you can't treat people that way. This is the whole reason why you're being let go, is because of all this extra shit you've been doing. Holy Spirit, please clarify the Seven of Pentacles. Please and thank you. Seven of Pentacles for Saturn retrograde. Five of Wands. There was a lot of chaos. There was a conflict, competition, jealousy, drama, arguments, and bullshit, which was causing that temporary pause in action. This karmic doesn't have any guilt, remorse, or regret, or sadness for causing this conflict or this imprisonment with this Eight of Swords. These karmics tried to keep these masculines imprisoned in the conflict. Which is so wait, a lot of these emperors, they were unable or unwilling to make a decision, so there was like a stagnation, stalemate here. And it was a pause here for 2 years, 2 months, 2 months, 2 years, 7 months, 7 years, whichever. And the whole time they were just pretending that there was no problem. But there was a problem. And the whole time is that they were in conflict inside and in their home, inside of themselves, mentally and emotionally, and in their home as well. And because this conflict was within them, this conflict manifested outside of them within their home. Really? Emperors, you brought this on yourself. So because of your unwillingness to make this this decision for love, you for that period of time, of the pause, you accumulated all of this energy, which was very burdensome and very stressful within you, and then it manifested outside of you, and it got more and more and more and more intense. Or it will. Take it how it resonates for you on the timing. But the whole time, it's nothing but chaos and conflict and arguments and drama and jealousy and really being stuck in belief systems and stuck in thinking and stuck in this karmic marriage But it was a false belief system. And you needed that time to end the conflict. But in order to free that's the only way to end the conflict is to free yourself. That's what it is. Yes. And you're not going to have any regrets or remorse or guilt about freeing yourself from this karmic. I'm telling you. So 5 of Cups is in the reverse. No guilt, no remorse, no sadness. There's only love. Queen of Cups, Lovers, top of the deck. That's what the choice is. The love or the marriage. But you know, the Lovers was on the reverse at the top of the deck. That was the marriage. And at one time, this was a decision that was unwilling to be made. To end the marriage or pursue the love. Underneath the Queen of Cups was the Ace of Cups. This is a brand new beginning in love here. Underneath the Ace of Cups is the Queen of Pentacles, and underneath the Queen of Pentacles is the Emperor. So this is the Queen of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn, Pisces, Cancer, Scorpio, and high placements, and an Emperor. So it was a choice between new love with the Queen of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, or their spouse that they were married to, but there was no love, only duty and obligation, children and finances. And that was the Emperor. Didn't want to make this decision. Please clarify the Six of Pentacles. Nine of Swords in the reverse. No longer worrying, no longer overthinking. Emperor is ready for balance and reciprocity here because they've spent a lot of time thinking about it. Four of Swords. There's no anxiety about the Six of Pentacles here. They're standing up for the connection and they're apologizing. Revealing feelings here. Please clarify this Page of Cups. You know what? Yeah. Let's... Seven of Wands, Page of Cups. Please clarify the Seven of Wands and the Page of Cups. Ace of Wands. Yeah. You're very passionate about this gift of your apology and this gift of revealing your emotions. And you're very passionate about this gift of standing up for this connection. The bottom of the deck is the Ace of Pentacles. The top of the deck is the Magician. But you know, this is a good choice, but, you know, it does leave one heartbroken. But this is justice. Because the Hierophant in the reverse, the spouse was lying and stealing and deceiving you and tricking you and keeping you imprisoned within your home, keeping you isolated and keeping you returning to them, keeping you nervous and anxious and overthinking about learning, trying, or doing anything new, and keeping you very much fearful about collaborating with the light, about working with this Leo, this Queen of Wands that you're very attracted to. This karmic is not happy about this karmic because the Ten of Cups is in the reverse here. They see the Empress as a home wrecker. They're not happy. Not happy or content within the home and family because, they see the Empress as the home wrecker, the Queen of Wands here. I mean, just because they're attractive doesn't mean they're a home wrecker. But, yeah, they're just very confident and they're very happy. And this is someone who is very honest, and they're very illuminating, but they're very high vibrational. And we have the Judgment with the Lovers in the reverse. So these emperors are now making that decision to end these karmic marriages here and stand up for love and defend the love here. They want the love. So we have the Tower with the Eight of Swords here. That means all of a sudden, instead of whenever the Emperor frees themselves, they're getting out of the Eight of Swords energy and going into Eight of Swords in reverse. And whenever the Emperor goes into the Eight of Swords in reverse, then the karmic then mirrors that energy by going into the Eight of Swords in the upright, becoming imprisoned. Spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically, financially. It's going to be an all of a sudden thing. Emperor's getting out of the trap of this imprisonment, and the karmic is under the imprisonment now. And this loss is a victory, because this is like a loss that is for your highest good, because this karmic wanted to win at all costs. They had intention and malice in everything that they have done up to this point during that temporary pause in action. We got the Queen of Cups in the reverse, making apologies. What are they apologizing for? They don't mean it. They don't have any love or compassion or empathy within them. They're only doing this to save the marriage here. Ace of Cups in a Chariot. Unconditional love is coming. That's where the success is. That's where the victory is. That's where the forward movement is. That's where the growth and expansion is. So emperors, you're in this Five of Cups in reverse energy. You're not sad. You have no guilt, no remorse, no regret. You're just done. And you're speaking, and you're being in your integrity and your authenticity to speak your truth. And speak out. Page of Wands here, which is an exciting message here. Ten of Pentacles is with the Queen of Pentacles. The Queen of Pentacles. Is whoever this Virgo is that's been spending a lot of time alone here. This is where your longevity is. And you're blocking the karmic because they're stuck and stagnant and they're not moving anywhere. There's nothing happening here for this karmic. No communication, nothing. Because the karmic created a delay in the Emperor's departure. Creating burdens until the fears can be worked through and released. For the Emperor. Then whenever burdens are released, there's going to be some, an honest conversation here between the Emperor and the Empress. Maybe in a home, or about a home, or this is about safety, security, stability, dependability, peaceful home environment, or unconditional love, or all of the above. Rest of this is karmic stuff, which I'm not getting into. It's not worth my time or my energy. It's not really important because it's falling apart and it's fading away for important reasons. So let's just focus on the positive here. And the positive here is that in any situation where karmics have created delays in divine unions, these karmics are getting karma for it, and these divine unions are coming into union now where they should have come into union previously. So, but this is only for those who have experienced a delay in a divine union with a divine counterpart because of a karmic spouse's interference on all levels. This is spell work and manipulation and using fear and lies and bullshit and feel sorry for me and whatever. And yeah, it's like the karmic pulled out all the stops to keep this interference. So the Emperor was unable to make a decision. And now, that's why all this is happening. So, if this isn't your story, then this doesn't, pertain to y'all. So, thank y'all for supporting my channel in all the ways that you do. I appreciate y'all so very much. So, the main theme of this Saturn retrograde this year is justice being restored. The delays are over. I'm seeing justice. Pisces, reverse, a hanged man. and the Lovers. Gemini. In the reverse, and then in the upright, because a breakup needs to happen before these unions can occur, and that's how it's happening. So I hope y'all can really make sense of this Saturn retrograde for your own particular situation. This is the rule of thumb for the Saturn retrograde. From the 4th of June until October 23rd. If you're experiencing challenges and hardships and failures and delays and losses and things like that, that means you're paying karma for mistakes that you've made, whatever they are, bottom line. And during this time period, if you're finding that you're being heavily blessed by the universe here, with all kinds of gifts coming out of the woodwork, you can expect more of it until October. There's going to be lots of happiness, lots of gifts of money, time, energy, love, devotion, energy, like emotion. Like, this is just going to be like a very happy time for others of you. And could be because you were delayed in some way. Like, this is what was always meant to happen. It just took some time to get it sorted out. This is the universe sorting it out for you. Whatever the Six of Pentacles stuff that you're attracting now is what the universe has sorted out for you, is basically what I'm trying to say. And that's just all those blessings. 3D tangible blessings. When you work hard, Saturn gives blessings. When you don't do anything, Saturn gives you karma. Saturn is, like it or not, the policeman and the judicial system of every soul in our universe. And it keeps track of everything that every soul does or doesn't do, for good or for bad. And they give karma or dharma accordingly. That's the blessings, dharma. According to the Hindu religion, which makes sense to me as well. You know, Hinduism and Christianity, they don't really have very many commonalities between the two of them, but they both make sense to me equally, which is probably a little bit strange, but I don't believe that any one religion is exclusive or elite. I believe they're all right and they're all wrong. They all have a way for you to connect with the divine. And they all have a way for you to fall away from the divine from it too. So it's just like, it's all in how you look at it. Because religion is oppressive. Religion promotes fear and control. And that's when it's negative. So, it's a construct of control, but if you can really learn to read between the lines within each religion, then you can freely connect to the divine without restrictions. But it's just all in how you approach it. All in your belief system and all in how you feel and all like what you're attracting, and it's just it all like factors in. So if you're normally a negative person, you're probably end up going to attract the negative components of religion to you eventually at some point, and it makes you fall away from that divine connection that should be maintained always between us and God. But when it's not maintained, we get shit like this. Karmics who don't know how to love, care, nurture, or give of anything of themselves to anyone. Coming back with empty apologies, desperate, lying, Queen of Swords in reverse, doing whatever it takes to try to get the Ace of Pentacles back, that commitment back, so they can get that financial stability back, because it's all about it's all financially motivated for them. Queen of Cups, Queen of Swords in the reverse, the karmic, they want money. The Empress, the Queen of Cups, and the Queen of Pentacles, they want love. They already have money. They don't need money. They need love. And the karmic needs love, but they really see this as needing money instead. And it's just perpetuating and adding to their wounding and the need for more self-healing. So these karmics really need to learn to stop projecting out and start focusing on what they can do to help themselves and change their themselves, their lives, and all that. Because these karmics' lives aren't going to get any better. In fact, they're about to get a whole lot worse if they haven't started already. And from now until October 23rd is a really long time for karmics getting karma. That's a lot of pain. That's a lot of suffering. That's a lot of misery. Potentially. Until they change their perspective, stop focusing out and focus in and heal themselves, and not the marriage, because it's not the money that's going to make them happy. It's healing their heart and their wounding that's going to make them happy and bring them money in the process, because they're going to feel better about the fact that they've been able to do it for themselves once that new perspective has happened. Because I tell you, as a former codependent and financially needy person, It feels really fucking good to be able to take care of myself. To not have to need or depend on anyone to pay my rent, my bills, to feed me. Because I can do that myself now. I wasn't able to do that before. This was me before. This is me now. It took a long time to get to this point. And I tell you, there is no fucking price tag on how this feels when you achieve this by yourself and you didn't even know you could do it. You didn't think you could. You didn't believe you could do it. I never thought that I could ever achieve this. Never. Never, never, never. I started my fight 3 years ago for this Nine of Pentacles independence. I finally achieved it, and I've maintained it for the last 9 months. I've spent 9 months in the Nine of Pentacles energy. What an achievement. The last 41 years I've lived like this. I started my journey in January of 2019, determined to do everything the complete opposite the way that I did it before. I knew that I had created my own nightmare in January of 2019 by always thinking negatively and always being anxious and overthinking and wondering and worrying and always being negative and always expecting the worst and always vocalizing it and sticking it into existence, right? I realized I created my own fucking nightmare. And it was all because I really believed that I was disabled and I couldn't work and I needed someone to take care of me because I couldn't do it myself. Because I couldn't at that time because I really was disabled. Like, I was on pain medicine. I was walking with a cane. I didn't have, I would be really tired by going to an appointment an hour away. I'd come and I would do that one thing and I would come home and I would be exhausted and I would just go to bed. Being exhausted just to go to an appointment an hour away. I was so depressed. I lost my kids. I didn't have anything to live for. My health was failing. But what I didn't realize is that a lot of what happened to me, a lot of what I did it to myself. And I brought it on myself. And I created my own nightmare. And what I didn't do, I allowed others to make it and cement it even more and make it worse. I allowed it. Because I put myself in compromising situations all the time. I put myself in situations where I knew was a bad idea. And they blew up in my face. And I do this because I was desperate to find someone to take care of me. So what I did is I just focused on my health first, because that was the most immediate thing I needed to focus on first, because there was no way I could work without my health clearing up first. So I had decided I was just going to get healthy. After over 40 years of physically neglecting myself nutritionally by overeating bad food, processed food, sweets, and under-eating healthy food. Dude, I almost died through my own self-neglect, waiting for someone to come and save me. So I was just like, enough is enough. I have to start somewhere. So I started with my health. So, March, I stopped taking my pain medicine of 2019. April of 2019, I stopped taking all of my psych meds and all the rest of the meds that I was on, because it was just all fucking with my head. I wanted to completely detox, so I did. In April of 2019, in addition to dumping the rest of the meds I was on for various pain and psych meds, I started walking around the block without my cane. The first time I did it, it took 2 hours. And I live in a small community. What took me 2 hours shouldn't have taken me any longer than 10 or 15 minutes. Maybe 20, the most. It took me 2 hours. Because I was that overweight and I was in that much pain. I had to move that slow. I had to take a lot of breaks, a lot of rests. That was the very first time I walked around the block without my cane in April of 2019. It was hard and it hurt. And I didn't have any pain medicine. None. I just did it. And I was almost crying. And I kept going out to walk. On all of the days it was nice. You know, not raining, not cold. And I just kept going, building myself up a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more and a little bit more. I was able to get a job by the end of the year. It wasn't easy and it didn't last long, but in November of 2019, I did get a job and I kept it for about 5 weeks. But there was like a huge problem with my coworkers. And they were just very much aggressive towards me. And the situation wasn't improving, it was getting worse. So, back then, you know, and I only tried to stick it out for a week. Because most of that time, I mean, I was in training for a month for this job. And I was in training in the house that I was supposed to be in that first week. And that first week was just nothing but conflicts with my coworkers, the people I was supposed to be working with all the time. And they were lying to me and leaving things out and telling me things one way and then telling me something different later. It's like they were setting me up to fail. And back then, like, I was just like, fuck it. No job's worth this shit. Just quit. And I went through a couple more other little jobs, you know, but it wasn't easy to do at all. I was in pain and I was sober. And I was still working on my fitness, you know, the whole entire time. And working on, you know, trying to keep food down, because at that time I was really sick and I was having a hard time eating and keeping food down. But it was part of the healing process, because I was losing all that weight. I was purging, I was detoxing, so I just didn't feel very good at all. It took forever. It was uncomfortable. It was painful. It took years. It took small goal after small goal after small goal, and trial and error and trial and error and trial and error to get to the 9 of Pentacles now that I've been in for the last 9 months. And what a miracle that is. Because I really never thought that I could ever enjoy life, let alone enjoying life's little luxuries. I never thought that I would spend any quiet time alone and enjoy it. I never thought that I could be successful in any kind of employment. I never thought that I could be successful in making videos and doing any of what I'm doing now. It's amazing what you can't see when you're in the dark. And it's not until you decide to heal yourself, to come out of the dark, that you're ever going to see anything else, anything better. It starts with that spark of hope and faith when you're in the dark, when you're in torment, when you're in pain, when you're in misery. That you're just like, I believe I can heal my life. I believe I can heal myself. I believe I can get better. You know what it started out for me? Because I couldn't actually get to that I believe that I can get better at first. It started with, I have to try to do everything I can to get better. I was desperate to try to heal my physical health because I was stuck between a rock and a hard place, and I had no other option. So karmic feminine, that's, or any, whatever karmic you are, male or female, whatever. So karmic, from where you're sitting, you know, this is about you channeling that desperation that you're feeling to save this marriage for that money, that stability, and being like, okay, that's over. It's gone. It's done. This is what I've done to contribute to that. I can't take it back. But I need to take accountability for myself and my actions. And I need to make myself better. So that this is the kind of self-talk that these karmics need to be speaking to themselves, thinking and speaking to themselves, instead of being overly focused on, oh baby, I love you, I miss you, and I've been doing a lot of thinking, and I've changed, and I can do this and I can do that, and making all these promises that you can't keep because you haven't solved the problem, and the problem is that wounding that you have that keeps you from being able to be loving and to tell the truth. When you don't fix this, all of your relationships will suffer. Past, present, future. So whatever it is that is keeping you from being able to be loving, caring, generous, giving, compassionate, and being able to tell the truth, to be honest, to be in your integrity, until you can get to the bottom of all of this energy and heal it, that trauma, you will never expand, you will never move forward, and you will always be in poverty, and you will always be miserable, and your health will suffer the whole entire time. I can promise you that. So karmics, I know how you feel about me, especially one or two in particular. Set your emotions for me aside. I tell you the truth. Take it from someone who's fucking been there. Being in this energy is your soul's lesson. And the only way you can get there is to have hope and faith to heal yourself. When you do that, then you truly will be a star. Being very successful, being very inspirational and in the public eye, and being very successful legitimately. You want to do it legitimately? I'm trying to tell you how to do it legitimately. I know what I'm talking about. I used to be you right in this moment. I lost everything just to gain so much more back. Because I was so desperate to do whatever it took. Instead of being desperate to find someone who's gonna treat me good and take care of me and love me. And it's about channeling that desperation to heal yourself so you can be a self-made star, a self-made person. Because you have a chance to completely turn yourself around in this lifetime if you choose to. But it won't be easy. But the payoffs will be huge. I'm telling you. Because if you start putting in your work, then your time will come for, your Six of Pentacles to come forth for you then. Your gifts from the universe of money, time, effort, love, relationships, opportunities, and all of this. You can't get anywhere by lying, cheating, or stealing, or misrepresenting yourself and keeping secrets and being a fake and pretend person. It's not how this works. So instead of trying to be a star or a public figure the easy way, do you want to do it the right way? Because Saturn is going to continue to restrict you until you put in your work. And I'm fucking telling you, this could take 2 or 3 years or more, depending on you. But the results will be fucking amazing. This will be you. 9 of Pentacles and the Empress. Where's the Empress card? Where is it? Good Lord. Where'd it go? I don't know. I picked it up and I put it away, apparently. Whatever. But this 9 of Pentacles and Empress energy, this is a self-made abundance. When I first started this journey, I never lived alone before until 9 months ago. Never. I always lived with another person, and it's always stressed me out. All of a sudden, 9 months ago, I move into an apartment all by myself, and I'm freaking happy because I don't have to deal with other people's bullshit. I've been dealing with other people's bullshit for 40 plus years when I'm in living situations, and this is nice. And I've resigned myself to dealing with other people's bullshit for long periods of time because I was codependent on them to help me pay the bills and help me keep, food on the table and all that. And I really put up with way, 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 way too much in order to have whatever kind of stability that I had for whatever periods of time in different people, different places. Stability in my past, that was a word that I had no experience with. None. I have only known stability in the last 9 months. I shit you not. My life has been completely unstable until 9 months ago. And I can tell you right now that I am desperate to never go back to codependency. Never. I will never need anyone for anything. Because I can get it for myself. I can do it for myself. I can pay my own bills. I can do whatever I need to do. Now I can be free to love without that need, that financial clinginess of that's when you know it's real love. When there's two people in this energy that don't need the other for anything tangible. They're just there. Two people in 9 of Pentacles energy to love each other unconditionally. This requires having a solid relationship with yourself to know what you'll accept and what you won't accept and what you'll never accept again. Creating boundaries as you need to, sticking up for your boundaries when you need to. I hope one day y'all that have this block to hearing what I'm saying and get it, that this is an opportunity for you to help yourself now. So even though like you're in a time of loss right now, that you can eventually come into the time of the universe taking care of you again, because you've learned karmic lessons and you will not repeat old mistakes of the past. This is a graduation. Because you don't get to this energy without having failed first. Or, I'm sorry, this energy. You don't get in this energy without having made mistakes in your life so you could learn from them. You learn from them. And then you come out of that poverty and you have no worries. What you can't do on your own, the universe makes up for the rest in your care. But that's only after you've done the work on yourself. Saturn puts you through all kinds of rigorous hard work for long periods of time. But You work hard enough, Saturn gives you blessings. Saturn's no respecter of persons. They only bless those that have put in the hard work. So doing the hard work is the only way to health and longevity of your life and relationships. And the sooner you realize that and work towards that, the better y'all are, better off y'all are. So take it easy this retrograde, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Thanks.